Hi, Carolina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing incredible today. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you so much for bringing this wine.
It's a real pleasure to me, especially for you that have so much knowledge about wine as well,
Yes, we're lucky to both be in the industry.
isn't it?
Yeah. So, everybody watching, this is Carolina. She came and she brought her wine from Amarone. Is it Amarone or Amarone?
This is an Amarone.
Amarone. So, her brand is
Monte Cillario.
Monte Cillario. And she really works this brand. She really works the business. You work with your father, right?
I do work with my family and decided
Mm-hmm.
to help them on 2019
Mm-hmm.
because before I wasn't really into be part of the business because my father wants me to be an enologist and I just didn't see myself every day in the same place just making wine is
Mm-hmm.
not my thing to be in just one place. I just don't like routine, but I decided to help him with the international part of the company, which I am doing pretty great because I'm also a journalist and actress, so I know how to speak to people.
Right. Right. So, how many markets have you brought this to? Where can you find Monte Cillario?
So we have different wines. So we work with grapes, but not only the traditionals from the area, which are Corvina, Corvinone, and Rondinella. We also work with Molinara and Negrara in small quantities. Our area is very well known to be surrounded by blueberry, blackberry, and maracasher,
Mm-hmm.
which is an indigenous fruit of the area and have a very big impact in our wines. So the markets that I have been able to open are here in New York,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole New York. You can find our wines in places such as Milos, Kelari, the whole change of Il Mulino. I don't remember the rest. I'm so sorry. But we are,
You're in Armani too.
yes, we are in
Very fancy, beautiful places.
here and also in the Armani in Dubai, the Burj
Oh,
Khalifa.
wow.
So,
So, what
um,
other countries are you in? You're in New York, of course. So, you're in the States.
Dubai,
Dubai. I know you're in Florida.
Florida, very hard market to work, but
Right.
incredible, incredible. The people uh, are as friendly as the one in Dubai. New York is a different story, but it's a, I will say, a good contrast.
That's amazing. What do you like about going to Dubai? I know that's your place. You love that city, right?
What about what I love about Dubai? I would say everything,
Mm-hmm.
uh, except the weather a little bit when it's summer there is
Mm-hmm.
extremely hot,
Hot.
but you don't need to be outside during the
Mm-hmm.
day, you know. I love the food. I love that everything is extremely fancy. People say, "Oh, this that place is ha- man-made,
Uh-huh.
handmade," but if you have not experienced a place like Dubai where everything seems so natural,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say experience first.
And you mentioned the people there too.
Super friendly, incredible friendly. In in the market that we are, that is hospitality, people open their arms for you, embrace you, and push you to do better.
Mm-hmm.
You're not their competition. They want to help you.
Right.
They want you to grow up and then teach them and teach the people who are coming.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like New York where people have 5-10 minutes for you and then
Right.
I have a meeting, I
No one
have to
has
go.
time. Everyone's standoffish here. It's
It's complicated
I
here.
think you get a lot of realness. Like people are very upfront and real with you,
Yeah,
but they could be a little bit more competitive, time sensitive.
I
So,
will say that, but I respect everyone. I will say mindset. I don't get angry or take things personal if they don't have time.
mm-hmm.
If they if they don't want the wines, okay. And in the future, we can only work in something together, because maybe you just don't have the capacity, or
Right.
it's not as easy to
Right, right.
our wines are not cheap.
Right.
So maybe no for this restaurant, but maybe
Right.
in the future you will be in another one and will
Right.
think about me.
Right.
So it's
So,
always a
okay.
possibility.
Right, right. That's great that you establish the relationship,
Yeah.
and it's more about the relationship and learning about their needs, and then
Social network to me is more important than to sell, because each one of them can help you somehow in the future.
Right.
Somehow.
right. I'd love to talk more about how you network, but let's just talk about this wine because I had some and it's amazing. It's truly
you.
a lot of the notes you mentioned. You mentioned there's blueberry and the cherries that grow around. You get a lot of those notes in there. I definitely get some oak characteristics, some spice, clover, really, really complex. Can you talk a little bit about this? So this, for anybody watching here, this is an Amarone, and this is what got me into wine. The first wine that I truly was like, I really enjoy this, was an Amarone. And Carolina has been so kind to bring me her family's Reserva 2012. So this has some age on it, and this is the type of wine that deserves age. So this is really a treat, and I'm really enjoying this. I'd love to learn more about the winemaking process. Tell me about it.
So this is the vintage 2012, as you mentioned before. This is a very particular wine for us, because this is our prestige flagship of the family. So what represents Monte Cillario, I will say. So in this one, we work with the best grape from the top of the hill of San Dionigi.
Wow.
Corbina, Corbinone, and Rondinella. This one is spent between 4 to 7 years in French barrel, and then 3 years or 4 years in the bottle, in order to develop body and structure. So this one have a very different entrance than the other probably Amarones that you will find in the market, because we are not in Valpolicella Clásico. We are in Valpolicella Extendida, in the area of Parona, via Santa Cristina. So, as I mentioned before, there is a lot of fruits in that area, and that have a very big impact in our wines. Our wines not only have all of this richness of Valpolicella and the Garda Lake, the mountains, but also all of these fruits. It's a very beautiful and different combination. So
it's the best fruits in the area. And how about the aging process? You use French oak?
yes,
And
we do.
how long do you age it for?
4 to 7 years minimum.
Wow.
So we have like a late release in this one.
Wow.
And we only produce this one in our best vintages. So we have the 2012. This one we have 4,000 bottles for the whole world. So it's an special edition. All of these ones are always an special edition.
Right.
The 2013 have 3,000 bottles, and
Wow.
the 2015 have 1,500 bottles.
Wow.
We're not even gonna do tastings with those ones.
Yeah. Only like 100 cases? Or are they 6-packs?
And depend. If you
Yeah.
send it to Dubai, yeah, 6.
Oh, okay.
If you send it to America, 12.
Fascinating. So what is this typically retail for?
Well, depends where you are.
Right. Yeah, of course every market's different.
Every market is
yeah,
different. So because we have been having the great opportunity of being in great restaurants, it's just different. So I
Yeah,
cannot
okay.
tell you.
Yeah, that makes sense. And on
Yeah.
such a small production too,
Yeah.
that it's definitely different in different areas.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So what other wines do you guys make? I know this is like your top of the line. What else is in the...
We have the Rosso Veronese, which is 12% alcohol. Then we have
That's a lighter wine?
Yes. That's like to drink at any time. I will say that. Then we have the Valpolicella Marchesini, which
Mm-hmm.
is 12.5 alcohol. Then we have the only white one in the company is a Chardonnay EGT, 12.5 alcohol as well. And this one is very different because the area that this one are the vines are planted have a lot of limes around, plants of lime.
Mm-hmm.
So have this lime present a little bit in the wine and very refresh, very clean. It's 100% stainless steel, so
Hmm.
pretty clean.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's more northern Italy, so it's cool climate, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it
yes.
sounds very refreshing.
Then the ripasso, then Resiotto, which is my favorite one because it's sweet,
Uh-huh.
have a sweet palate. Then we have
Oh
the
yeah.
two Amarones. One of them is the Casa Herbisti, which is a very strong, powerful, and robust wine. And this one, which is even more powerful, a 16 alcohol, but you cannot smell that
Mm-hmm.
or taste it.
Mm-hmm.
So it have a very different impression, but I have a beautiful evolution in your mouth. For example, once you pour the one, usually is the can be for like 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
35 minutes before it being served, and then when you taste it at front, you only gonna taste fruits.
Mm-hmm.
Then you swallow and then you start feeling warm,
Mm-hmm.
and the next step is breathing out all of these spices such as tobacco, cloves, leather, plum cooked, a hint of vanilla,
Mm-hmm.
cocoa, even sultanas a little bit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
have this salad tasty sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
thing. It's incredible. It's
Wow.
incredible. People love to have this wine with wild game,
Oh yeah.
meat, especially
Yeah,
steak
yeah.
houses.
This would pair perfect with wild game, some steak. That would go real nice. So tell me about the family history. Clearly, you guys have been doing this a while. You have so many different wines. How did it start? And how'd you get to where you are now?
I will say it's a very long process. We
Mm-hmm.
have been in the business since 1886.
Wow.
So it have been generations of my family doing
Over a
this
century.
over and over. And but back in the days, we were only grape growers.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
2009, we opened officially for the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the land, the vines, and
Wow.
enough machinery
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and everything
Takes a
together
lot to.
in order to put this business together.
Yeah.
And then my father at the beginning was selling only in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Then he decided to start in a few countries in Europe, such as Austria, Germany, France. We are in many, like 10 countries in Europe. Then we started in Asia, Singapore, Hong Kong, China, but with boutique companies.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided to take over the American market because I live in New York. Then I opened New York, I opened Florida. Then I decided I don't want to be here when it's winter, so I want to go to a nicer place.
Yeah.
So I opened Dubai. My next target is Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Ras Al Khaimah, the Maldives, and a few other Asian markets.
That's amazing. So impressive. How do you find all these markets?
Actually, is in only one website, I would say.
Most of
On
your work?
LinkedIn,
Mm-hmm.
mostly everything I do is on LinkedIn.
Wow.
I got obsessed with that platform, and I looked and I found out that over the time, not everyone is gonna be, I'll say, positive about the feedbacks, or yeah, bring your wine, let's taste it and
Hmm.
see if we can put it in our restaurant or gonna
What
take it
made you
home.
choose LinkedIn?
Oh, I just googled that in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, I would say, the first platform that shows up, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
And at the beginning I didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
I didn't know how to speak to them. At the beginning I was way too friendly. I
Yeah.
just say such things such as, hello, how are you,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Mm. But then I I I knew that I cannot be that friendly because I'm also like super young. So I decided to make it extremely professional.
Mm-hmm.
So
So what do you say? How do you reach out to people?
so I spoke to my English teacher in order for him to help me. So what I did was speak a little bit about me, who I am, um, which I am the brand ambassador of the company, but also part of the company. It's not like you're dealing with someone that just want to sell you a product. I want to sell you pretty much my story, my traditions, that you can identify with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not only about the wine. I
Mm-hmm.
love to make good relationship, friendship. For me, social
How do you
network is
do
more
that on
important.
LinkedIn? Like you're reaching out to essentially a stranger, and how do you like it's over the internet. It's not as personable as being in, when you're in person.
I guess they know already what you want from them. I mean,
Right.
if you're a
Right.
sommelier of a wine
Right.
director and I own a company,
Right. Right. Right.
they already
Yeah.
know what I want. So
So you keep it direct.
yeah, keep it
Yeah.
direct. You tell them, this is my family's winery. This is the wines we have,
Mm-hmm.
Valpolicella wines. Would you like to taste? Let me know, and we can organize a wine tasting.
Yeah.
And I will wait for your
So
answer.
that's like right up the front.
Yeah,
First message. You
yeah.
just give them all the info. So how many people are you reaching out to a day?
Usually I test over like 100 per day.
Do you use a software or you write
No,
you do all 100 messages?
each one, yeah,
Wow.
each one, because the conversations are different.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are more kind, some people have time to speak, sometimes with very short message. So it depends of what they tell you. Some of them, oh, send me the information to my email. That's one. The rest is like, can you come to this direction, which company do you work, and how do you find me? So some people are like, how do you find me? I was like, well, I was just googling wine directors and sommeliers and distributors, and this is how I found you. Because, or for reference, or because when I go to certain restaurants, they tell me there is this friend who is also on LinkedIn, and he's the sommelier of this incredible restaurant. Reach out to him and see if he would like to purchase your wine.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much through everything, I
Yeah.
do everything.
That's amazing. That's a lot of hard work, really. And it's paid off for you, so congratulations.
Well, at the moment, I would say it paid off, but not mostly because of money, but the feeling I have inside that I was able to actually build this myself. Because when I told my father I would like to be part of the business,
Mm-hmm.
he said, Carolina, you're a journalist and an
Mm-hmm.
actress.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that you will be able to even sell a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I think I'm going to take over the company.
Right.
Trying to prove a point. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I really loved this whole wine industry, this hospitality industry.
Yeah, you enjoy
That
it.
when I got in, I was like, okay, it's just to prove a point. But then I
Right.
got so deep into the business that I couldn't go out, and I don't want to go out.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want to do now my acting,
Mm-hmm.
and continues also open some markets for my family.
Right, so you could do both. You've done an amazing job in the business so far, and you have a terrific product to sell. So
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate this wine.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for bringing it. And I'm excited to follow along your process as you keep growing your business. I think you're going to do a terrific job. I do want to ask, what is there about your day, maybe you do every day. I ask everybody this question: what makes you better, or what is something that you just enjoy to do? Maybe it's just something relaxing, or
Well, to me, I do something every day. I wake up very early in the morning, around 6 a.m.
mm-hmm.
Then I prepare breakfast. Then, while I'm eating my breakfast, I listen to audiobooks.
Audiobooks.
Yeah, but especially from this guy, from Facundo Cabral, I
Mm-hmm.
have one book. It's called "You're Not You're Not Depressed. You're Distracted."
Mm.
That
That's a
I
great concept.
listen. I listen to this audiobook every morning for around 2 hours and a half, almost three, every day since 2019. I know the book from
Beginning to
beginning
end.
to end,
Yeah.
and it's a different experience
Every
every
time.
single day.
Wow. Yeah. You still listen to it every day. Wow.
I just feel that this is what brings me luck to the day.
Uh huh. Wow. That's a really great routine you have there, and it's working, so that's great. Now, anybody looking to find your wines or connect with you online, what's the best way to find you?
Well, like anyone, I do have social media,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn,
Mm-hmm.
and I show up as Carolina Marchesini.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if you would like to Google a little bit about our company, Monte Cillario,
Monte Cillario.
you will find a different type of wines over there, who we are, our story, and everything relate to us, what we do, the tours that we also provide,
Amazing.
everything.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to link that in the video. Thank you for sharing. One more question before we get out of here. Anyone you suggest would enjoy coming on the show? Better Road.
I would like to bring my father here. He will be probably in September in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can ask him as many questions about the winery as you want. He knows everything. He's a business family, but
Yeah.
he knows more. He
Right.
knows about the soil,
Right.
terroir, everything from head to toe.
That's amazing. What's his name?
Gianni Marchesini.
Johnny. Johnny, I would love to meet you. I look forward to that. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos, and peace.